Hello folks, you join me on a day in Highland Perthshire looking for ancient sites, and the first one I've come to is a little cracker, London Farm Stone Circle. We're looking at one of the fine monoliths involved in it. We'll just pan round. If we go to the right, there's a fine stone there. Then we come back to that big fella with an offering of an apple on it. And we go around here, and there we are. There's 4 of them in this little setup here. Absolutely beautiful spot. Just a mile or two before Aberfeldy. It's a absolutely gorgeous spot underneath a fine old oak tree. So a great start to my day here. Alright folks, you join me today in an idyllic site, London Farm Stone Circle, not too far from Aberfeldy in beautiful Highland Perthshire. I'm standing next to the biggest stone in this little group of 4 stones underneath a lovely oak tree. What a beautiful sacred space. And you may guess that is the theme of today's film. I'm going round Aberfeldy Loch Tay area, finding some of these beautiful ancient sites, these old megaliths, maybe a few cut mark stones along the way. So join me in my adventure today and see what we can see. Hopefully there's a cut mark stone nearby, if I can find it. And obviously if I do, you will see the pictures I'll show you. But let's see where the day takes us in beautiful Highland Perthshire on a gorgeous late summer's day. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys. Well, this was a lucky find. This is a cut mark stone. It's only less than 5 metres from the sort of southern end of the stone circle. I just stumbled on this by accident, but you can see quite clearly cut marks here, here, here. They're all over the stone. So it is here. I'm sure in the winter months it'll be easy to find, but that's the cut marks. So that's another ancient rock ticked off the list. Right, we're going to head now towards Aberfeldy, and there's a couple of sites there we're going to have a look at just past Aberfeldy. So back to the car. Just as a wee word of warning, this scatterbird gas gun thing has went off a couple of times since I've been up at this stone circle at London, and it scared the bejesus out of me. So if you don't like loud bangs, be aware. Okay, onwards. Okay, I've just stumbled across a beautiful little site here, not far from the London Stone Circle. We have this monolith set in a circle of beautiful holly. I'm sure holly was quite significant to our ancient ancestors. It's quite a spiritual tree, but nonetheless, walking past and I just noticed this. I don't notice it on any maps, but if it's truly ancient or not, but it's truly special. So another cracking wee find here. What more surprises await us today? Alright, never let it be said that you have a dull time with Fallowburn Bushcraft. It's always exciting and never boring. So keep on watching the channel and we'll have good times. Okay, that there is Carse Farm, the remains of the stone circle, a solo stone now. I'm going to follow the little tram line to it so I'm not stepping on the crops. Let's have a look. It's a fine looking stone. I hope you can hear me. At a jaunty angle. I'm just going to take a picture with my other camera for a close up. That's a grand looking stone. Stunning setting. I'll get that pull behind it to give it a bit more grandeur. Good. So another Neolithic site. Okay, there is another stone circle to the north of here, another couple hundred metres away. Again, it's in a barley field like this, so I'll just suss it out, see how close I can get. But at the very least, I'll get some distant photography. That's lovely, another find. Just to get some context of the area here, I'm just looking directly towards Benlors, Beinglas, mighty mountains of the Southern Highlands. It's a big old hill, Beinglas, the tallest one you'll see there, Benlor, sorry. And that's just in the distance there by the north side of Loch Tay, so absolutely magnificent mountain. Right folks, don't say I suffer for my art. I'm having to walk along the uncultivated side of a field here to get to the stone circle, which is there. Alright, this is just about as close as I can get to the Cairn Farm circle, the north one. I've just been to the single remaining standing stone. I've had to walk along the edge of the field, but there it is, quite impressive there. If it's possible, if I can walk along one of the sort of tram lines to get closer, I'll try that, but at the moment this is what it's looking like for me. And I just walked all along the edge of the field there and all that green stuff at the edge, but it's worth it to get about 40 metres to it. Let's see if I can get closer. Success. Found the tram line, so I'm not walking on the crop and I can get really close to these lovely megaliths, this old stone circle. And here we are, as if by magic. Look at that fine looking little structure, isn't it? We've got 4 remaining stones. It's got a view from on high. Absolutely lovely little spot. I'm glad I made the effort to try and get a bit closer to have a look at it. It's a fine megalithic structure. I'll have a wee look at the stones, see if there's any obvious cut marks. Definitely quartz in them. They liked a bit of quartz for this one. All the stones seem to have, whoops a daisy, a bit of quartz involved, which is lovely. Again, it may have had some significance, whoops a daisy, sorry about that guys, to the ancient folk. But again, if you look underneath, more quartz. Great, magnificent little site. I'll try and get them all together. So I'm glad I made the effort. So I think this is Cairn Farm North Stone Circle. Another one ticked off the list. Alright, so you would have had a bit of a sketch of camera work there, so let's just keep it nice and steady now. This is a lovely site. 4 stones in this little clearing in a barley field. This area is just littered with these monuments from the Neolithic and Bronze Age times. Incredible landscape we have here. These stones are all very similar. You would have seen earlier, they've all got quite a lot of quartz through them. So I dare say the ancient builders had a look at that and thought, that'll do us nicely. So these were all the main targets I had for today. I wanted to see this stone circle at Cairn Farm, the London one that we saw first thing. We've got a bonus one, that gorgeous little enclosure of holly, and that standing stone in the centre. There's plenty more around here. I'm going to head towards Kenmore now, and really to get some refreshment, get something to eat. But who knows what we'll see? If there's any more sights to be seen, we will see them. But so far, so good. This has been a grand wee journey in sort of north-west part of Perthshire, near Aberfeldy. Okay folks, let's see where the journey takes us. But so far, so good. There's a big cycle event on today, I think maybe in a triathlon, so let's get a wee image of a cyclist. Well done, that man. Alright folks, this video is finishing right in Kenmore, where the River Tay starts. I don't know if it officially starts here. I think it starts actually before it comes into Loch Tay, but let's just say for argument's sake, this is where the River Tay starts as it flows out of Loch Tay. On an absolutely idyllic summer's day, I've had a grand adventure, seen some Neolithic sites, and now I'm just stopping here in beautiful little village of Kenmore. I'll get some refreshments, nice cool drink, maybe an ice cream, and I'll just chill out. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the wee adventure. If you like it, give us a wee thumbs up. Who knows, you might even subscribe and follow me. But come what may, if you just enjoy them for what they are, I appreciate that. So this is Ballabun, checking out. I'll see you real soon. Alright, I thought I'd finished my video up in Kenmore, but this bridge at Logie Rate's a gem. Absolutely never knew it existed, and I've lived in Perthshire most of my life, born and bred. But what a stunning little bridge, community owned, which I love. So the local community benefits from it with some local grants and what have you. So I hope you enjoyed the end of the video here at Logie Rate across the River Tay, on the only community owned bridge in Scotland. Thanks guys. Ballabun checking out yet again. Alright folks, special treat to finish off this wondrous video. We are going to cross Kinnaird Bridge, Logie Rate Bridge, whatever it is. Whoops! Britain's only, no, Scotland's only community owned bridge. How cool! It's like wooden planks I'm going over. That fine piece of Victorian engineering. Very pleased I found this and went over it and had a nosy, just to round off, which was a
a really good video today, so I hope you enjoyed crossing the bridge, folks. This is definitely Battleburn. Check it out. See you later.